And out on the bay is Pulse 13's Neil Vicino to tell us what he sees from there.
As you've probably already heard from Tom Martino and Tim Smith, the weather is deteriorating out here rather quickly. We're going to try and tell you, as far as we know, from what we can see and what we've been told, what did happen out here at 7:39 this morning. We're aboard Captain Jack Nowling's 23-foot Mako, and we're less than, about 40 or 50 feet just to the west of the Summit Venture, the ship that hit the Skyway Bridge this morning. She's a 606-foot ship out of Liberia, out of Monrovia. She is a phosphate carrier. However, we told she was not carrying phosphate when she was inbound this morning and hit the bridge. These incredible pictures I'm sure you're seeing right now are, of course, of the ship and a large part of the superstructure from the Skyway, maybe 40, 50, or 60 feet, sitting on the bow of the Summit Venture. And the Summit Venture is less than 1,000 yards away from what is left of the Skyway Bridge. As photographer Jewel McGee is probably showing you now, you can see where the span was cut off. There's still some debris hanging from there. We're told that right under that spot, just a little bit north of where the debris is hanging, they are not searching there because they're afraid of the support. They don't know what type of support. I understand there's hardly any support there, and so the search operation is not taking place underneath there. But the divers are diving the rest of the length. I understand it's about 1,000 feet of the bridge that was taken out. They're searching there, of course, for any more bodies, and I suppose at this time probably no chance of survivors. The search operation, we understand, it's been expanded out, probably a half mile or more around this area. Right now, we're about as close as we can get. They're keeping all small craft out of here for obvious reasons. But the divers are down there. The ship, the Summit Venture, will stay right where she is. We're told that, of course, is not of immediate concern. The immediate concern is the rescue operation. Another thing, too, all small craft now have been ordered out of the area. We'll be leaving shortly ourselves because we understand a weather front is on its way in with 40 to 50-knot winds. Jewel, if you could come back to the bridge for a second here. As I say, we don't know too much exactly about where the ship hit. But if Jewel can go into maybe the third abutment down there, you can see it's torn off, almost leveled, only about 10 feet of it sticking out of the water. Now, this is just a presumption on my part, but the weather out here this morning at 7:39, I understand, was similar to what we're expecting in a little while. Near gale force winds, hardly any visibility. And from what we can see, it looks like the Summit Venture might have hit the bridge. I'm saying might have hit the bridge in that point because that entire concrete abutment has been taken out. But that's only conjecture. We have not been able to talk to the Pilots Association. Of course, they're very busy helping with the rescue operation. We don't know the name of the pilot who is on board the Summit Venture. Of course, we'll try and find all of this out for you later and hopefully have that information for you later at 6. This is Neil Vicino live from Tampa Bay, just west of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge.
Thank you, Neil and Tom Martino.